You want to hear what it's like to be an active heroin addict? Yeah, I'm going to tell you right fucking now. I met a guy who worked in the industry. He did sound for the news, Channel 9. He did some sort of sound for the news, right? Anyway, one morning we were waiting for the syringe place to open, and we were just waiting, and we both had our drugs. We were just waiting, right? And maybe the guy was fucking lonely, but he said to me, he goes, "Oh, you can use in my van if you want, I'll shout you." And I was like, what the fuck? At first I was like, that's fucking weird. Like, I've got my own, but I was like, whatever. So anyway, we get in the van. I'm like, sure. I mean, extra drugs, great. So I'll save mine for later. So I get in the van and we start talking, and he pulls out, it was over a gram. It was like probably 1.5 grams. He fucking poured that whole thing into, it wasn't even a spoon. It was fucking like a fucking goddamn ladle. It was huge. And mulled it up, whatever, prepared it, and we were talking, and he just said, you could have 20 or 30, 40 units, whatever, I don't know, so I grabbed like 40 fucking units, and he just said, he was shaking, right, like, he was quite sick, and I wasn't in a habit at that time, so I wasn't sick, right, but he was definitely, in withdrawal, right? And he just said, I've been using for 20 years every day without a break. And he said, and what I've done, he goes, because I've got money, right? So he had so much money, he didn't have to worry, he could use whatever he wanted. But he said, because of that, he reckons that the dopamine that his brain stopped producing, because he'd been using every day for 20 years, he reckons the doctors had told him that his brain had stopped producing any dopamine, and he'd never be able to produce it himself. And I just remember thinking how fucking sad that was. Like, he'd never be able to produce it again. I was like, how fucking, I don't know if I believe that now, but then I did believe it. Anyway, I watched him. I took 40 units, right? And I was fucking, I was, pretty done. I watched him suck the whole thing up. He had it all, and he sat there and nothing fucking happened. He was still he was still trembling, but just only ever so slightly. And I just went, holy fucking shit. Like, this guy's constantly uncomfortable. He's constantly in some sort of withdrawal. Like, opiates are fucking terrible. And I hope that you guys